What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is our weekly swing setups for Monday, October 10th, the week of October 10th. We're going to go through the weekly swing plays with you guys. We've got a bunch on here. I'm excited to go through them with you guys and get you guys into some swing plays if that's your jam. A few things before we get started here. Number one, the screen that you see here, this is TradingView. This is how I chart all of my setups, all of my patterns. If you're looking for something like this, if you've never used TradingView, go down below. There's a link in the description below. That link will give you a free 30-day trial to their subscription-based services. No obligations, okay? So you can try out one of their 3 subscription-based services, and then if you like it, you get up to $30 off if you want to continue on with that subscription service. I use Pro Plus on TradingView. It works really well for me. So again, if you guys are interested in that, go in the description. There's a link down below for TradingView. Click on that and get started with TradingView. Another thing I want to talk about, the Griswold trading Discord that I've got. Or the Griswold, I don't even remember what it's called. But the link is in the description below, and you can get in on that. And everything that I offer to you guys, free or fee-based, is located in that Discord. So I've got a whole bunch of free rooms with a bunch of great people in there. So go check out the Discord, get in on the conversation with the Strat in that Discord. I made it for you guys. Okay, there is a private section in there. So if you have the Griswold Gold membership, you get access to the live trading bots, the Griswold Strat indicator for TradingView. You can buy both of those separately, but it's a better deal to buy it as part of that membership, which is only $50 a month. Okay, so you get the indicator, you get the live trading bots that send out live trades every single day. You get a one-on-one with myself. You get group chats. You get a 1-hour Strat course that I've created. You can go through that. There's a top 5 that I send out for the members and a bunch of other really great stuff for you guys. Go check it all out in the Discord. And if I didn't mention it, you can follow me on Twitter as well, at Mr. Clark Griswold. I want to get started on this stuff, but I need you guys to subscribe down below. If you guys can give this stuff a year, give this 1 year, 6 months to a year, it's going to change your life and change what you guys do and how you guys do it with trading. Okay, this is the easiest strategy that I've ever come across, and that's why I believe in it so much, and this is why I'm doing this stuff, because this stuff changes people's lives. And now I'm going to tell a quick story here before I get started. I don't care if you guys don't want to hear it. I'm going to tell it anyways. When my wife met me, she said, "What's one thing you really want to do in your life?" And I already knew what the response was. I didn't have to think about it because it's always been something. And I said, I want to be able to change somebody's life. I've been able to do that multiple times. I don't even know if I've done it with this, but I've been able to do it with other things. And we are put on this earth to serve in one manner or another, in one form or another. And this is one of the best ways that I can do that, is to help teach you guys what we're doing here and what the Strat is. Like I said, I've done it multiple other ways, and I've been able to change people's lives for the better, and it's an amazing feeling. So that's why I do this stuff. That's why I love making these videos for you guys. And I love getting the responses, the messages saying, I made money on this trade, or I made money on this trade, or I almost quit trading until I saw your video. So that stuff really means a lot to me. It truly does, guys. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for that stuff. I lost my train of thought, but I don't remember what I was talking about. But 6 months or a year, give it the time, put in the effort, put in the work to learn this stuff, to actually learn what the candlesticks, what the stories are telling you, and you guys are going to be okay with this stuff. I promise you. It might take a little time, for more time than others, more time for some than it does for others, and that's okay. I'm telling you personally, I don't come from a trading background. My parents didn't teach me anything about money. Okay? I've had to learn this stuff on my own, just like you guys are learning this stuff on your own. And this strategy changed everything for me. And I didn't just jump into it. I back tested and I watched, and CyberDogs talked about this stuff. Put in the time, put in the effort. I put in the time and I put in the effort for probably 6 or 7 months before I actually started actively trading the Strat. And that, I think, was one of the keys to help me create what I created here and I'm doing what I'm doing, I had to put in the work before I could actually do the work for you and for myself and everybody else. So again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here, subscribing, following me, for the comments, for the thumbs up, for the super thanks, the little heart with the dollar symbol. I get a ton of those. So thank you guys very much for those. And thank you to all the gold members. Appreciate you all very much. If you guys ever need anything from me, you let me know. I am here for you guys. Let's get started on this list. So the very first ticker we've got is Apple. So Apple was a 2 down that finished green. So in most cases, guys, and this is going to be a little tricky. In most cases, I would say, let's put the trigger here. Okay, and we can do that. You can have that trigger here, but I'm more interested in having that trigger on the bottom side because we have this shooter candle on Apple. Okay, the other reason, if you look at this purple line, that purple line is the quarterly. Okay, so we are very, very close to going 2, 1, 2 continuation to the downside, on Apple. So I'm not saying this can't go above that, and if it trends above that during the week and you want to take that as a play, that's fine too. I don't mind that. But the play I'm looking at here is to go 2, 2, 2 continuation based off of that shooter candle. Okay, so that's the first play on Apple. Puts at 137.69, and then you've got your first targets at the bottom of the wicks. Okay, BAC is up next. BAC, same thing. It's a 2-up green, but it's a shooter candle. So again, I'm going to look for puts on BAC. We're going to look to see if we can tag the bottom of this broadening formation down here. So we can look for puts at $30.20. BA is Boeing. Well, Boeing's got the inside bar. So inside bars, guys, and it's true on all time frames. They work the same way. Inside bar shows consolidation within a ticker symbol or a stock. This yellow bar is created by the Griswold Strat indicator, just like this time frame continuity, just like these candlestick numbers. Okay, gives you all the Strat indicators all in one. So this inside bar doesn't break the high, and it does not break the low of the previous candle. It stays within the range. It's a tightening range. And when you see these yellow bars, I want you to think of a spring being compacted and loaded. And when you let go of that spring, you get an explosion to one direction or the other. Now, this doesn't have great magnitude to either side, so I would be cautious of this. But you can see what happens with other inside bars. We get these big breaks. Even here, this ended up being an outside bar, but we had a big break to the upside. And you would have made money off it if you would have followed the story of the candlestick. Okay, so inside bars, calls at 133.57, puts at 121.02. CCL, I just added CCL onto the live trading bots because one of the members asked me to. CCL, okay, 2 down, red, but we've got this shooter candle. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at here is that shooter. So we are going to look for puts on this thing at $6.50. I'm going to change that to pink. $6.57. And in order to find the target, you have to go way, way back. I'm not even going to go far that back. You can look it up. I'm not going to do it in this video, but it's somewhere in this range where you would have to find, and that's far back, man. We're going back to the early 2000s, the last time CCL was down this low. So go find the target, and you can play it as a 2-2 continuation. CL is up next. That's Colgate-Palmolive. Same setup, guys. 2 down red, shooter candle. We're going to look for puts at 68.74. DIA, 2 up finish green, but it's a shooter candle. So I'm going to look for this to trend down again. There's our first target at 287 something, right in that range. So puts at 289.47. And again, I'm getting 2 weeks out on these. And if my target's at 287, I'm probably looking at a 288 is going to be my strike price on that. Okay, Disney, same thing, 2 up green, but we're going to look for puts at 94.50 because of that shooter candle. It's an actionable signal. There are 3 actionable signals when we talk about the strat. There's these shooter candles, there's these hammer candles, and then there's inside bars. Those are the 3 actionable signals. Okay, here's another one. 2 up, finished red, shooter candle on Cisco. We're going to look for puts at 40.08, and we're going to look to tag the bottom of this broadening formation. DocuSign, DOCU, shooter candle. And again, it is 2 down. It is red. We've got full time frame to the downside. We're looking for puts at 47.70. A lot of the setups are like this, guys. Not saying that that's what's going to happen. Here's another one. Outside bar this time, but it is a shooter candle. So we're going to look for puts at 118.07. This blue line is the bottom of a broadening formation. If we go all the way back, it's set on a different time frame, but still a broadening formation nonetheless. Puts at 118.07. Lucid, again, 1-3 setup, and we're going to look for puts off of this shooter candle outside bar, full time frame to the downside. Couple of broadening formations here. Puts at 13.12 on Lucid. Lift, same thing. Look, we had the shooter candle, it trended down. We got another shooter candle, we're going to look for it to trend down some more with this full time frame. Puts at $12.33. If you have questions, leave them down below and give me a thumbs up. Thank you guys. Give me a thumbs up for the videos if you like them. Okay, Microsoft, 2 up, finished red, shooter candle. Possible exhaustion risk here. We'll see what happens though. Puts at 233.17. Shooter candle again on Marvel. Full time frame to the downside. Puts at 42.23. Netflix, inside bar. Okay, so this one we can look to go either way. And we have been trading in this range. I noticed this looking at this. We're kind of stuck right in here. Just been trading up and down within this range. We'll look for a breakout above somewhere in here. Okay, so I would like to see this trigger and then break through this quarterly, or come through here and break back down through the monthly and possibly come back down to the quarterly on the 3-month. Now, is not quite a shooter candle on that inside bar, but we're closer to going 2 down than we are 2 up. So puts at 224.28 on Netflix. Plug Power has a outside bar shooter candle. Puts at 19.54. Again, there's a ton of these shooters here. Here's another one on Roku with an outside bar at 54.80. SoFi, inside bar shooter candle, 2 actionable signals. Puts at 4.81. Calls at 5.47. Bottom of a broadening formation here, so we'll see what happens with SoFi. Target, 2 up, green, but we do have a shooter candle. So puts at 148.39. Tesla, I'm not sure why I've got Tesla on here, but we have full time frame continuity to the downside on Tesla. We could definitely look for a continuation here this week, but we'll see what happens with Tesla. If you're looking at it, puts at 222.02 on Tesla. Walmart, outside bar, shooter candle, puts 128.07. We're already 2 down on the month on this thing. Okay, we've broken through that blue line. That's my 2 down monthly. We're going to see if we can tag this quarterly line at some point this month. XLV, 2 up, finish green, but a shooter candle. Okay, so puts at 121.62. And you can see, this is when we talk about probabilities. This shooter candle didn't work out. We trended up. But the probabilities told us that it was going to go down. Why didn't it? Well, we don't know. That's the risk part of it. But really, there was no risk because we didn't jump in on this trade because it was an actionable signal. We were jumping on this trade if it triggered off of that actionable signal, but it didn't. If it went into force, but it didn't. It went the opposite direction. Just like this inside bar. This was a hammer candle. And we're looking for it to go into force to the upside. And until it does, we don't. Okay, but it did, so we do. Okay? And that's the basis of it. Okay, it really comes down to the simplicities of it, and it really is that simple. If it triggers, we're in. If it doesn't, we don't. Okay? And we manage our risk through the process. How to manage risk? Go check out the other videos, guys. There's tons of them. Tons of them. I've got 300 videos on here, over that, to help you guys learn this stuff. Next up, I put on ARC G, 2 up, finished red, shooter candle. We're going to look for puts at 32.36. If you guys like these videos, if you found them interesting, there's a whole playlist at the end of this video on the bottom right. Go check that out. There's also a video on the top right about the SPY series that we've been doing on how to play just SPY every single day. That's a video, guys. Good luck trading next week on these swing trades, on your day trades, whatever you're trading. Good luck. I wish you nothing but the best. Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadians, and we will see you guys all on the next one. Bye-bye.